Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Back from the Grave with Striker. Sped up straight away here. Because I was running back to the fountain. Yeah. So this is the part where we sort of, I guess, is the finale.
Yep.
And, yeah, no, that just definitely sounds a bit weird when it's sped up. Yeah. But, yeah, so I did remember to go back and get the secret.
Yeah, it's, I kind of wish I didn't make it as long, but it was really just about, I really wanted it to be super, I wanted it in the game to show off in case I didn't finish it, but I didn't want people to find it because I wanted it to kind of be a surprise for when I actually did have the completed game. And now I'm really glad that I put it in, but I'm like, oh, it's such a pain in the ass to get to.
Yeah. But I'm glad I got it because there's no way I would have beat the final boss without it. As we'll discover in a minute.
I know I could. I played it and just to like see if I could do it with the magic and without, and I didn't find it.
You definitely can.
Yeah.
But I screwed up with my stats. I just pumped it. Yeah, pumped it all into attack.
Okay. Yeah. So
if I had to put some points in defense, it would have been much easier.
And that time, it does something different now after you've talked to Rob. So.
Yeah, so Ding thinks he's died again or something. But I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
I'm just like, yeah, that's awesome. D-Mod author makes an appearance in his own game.
Yeah.
Yeah. It sort of gives them an explanation, which is cool. It sort of breaks the third wall, you know?
Yeah.
Between the game and the yeah. It's like I'm gonna tell the main character of the game about the game.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool though. But these spells are very useful. I find the lightning one a lot more useful than the...
Yeah, it depends on the situation. Like, the meteor storm is great when there's like a whole lot of enemies to fight. And the lightning is good if you're fighting one.
Well, I found a good trick to do is to get them all to target you, so hit them once, and then run around in a circle so they all bunch up, and then use a lightning spell, and all three strikes like hit all of them.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I tend to...
Okay, yeah, no, that's pretty creative. Yeah.
I figured that out in the final battle, as you'll see a little bit. I did try to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, my attempt at it was pretty abysmal, but...
Yeah. But the motivation for creating the meteor storm spells was something I'd wanted to do for a long time. I wanted to sort of like... Originally, what I wanted to do with the spells was have something like Secret of Mana, where it... Yeah, there we go.
I slowed it down to show you that.
Yeah, that took a while for me to figure out how to do that without like make an actual working meteor storm, because
because Pilgrim Quest had a lightning spell as well, did that?
It was so simple that it's like I would not doubt that he just figured it out on his own, because Simon's at least technical enough that it's just like, I'm not gonna say that did that.
Yeah.
Which, that was the thing we were talking about earlier.
Yeah. So. But there were, I mean, you were mentioning off recording, there's a few ideas, because you and Simon conversed over the full version of Back from the Grave.
Yeah. It was back when I was like trying to like say, hey, does anybody else want to finish this? And Simon, I think, was either one of the people who reached out to me or I reached out to him or something. And he was like, yeah, sure. And so I gave him my sort of design doc. And some of those ideas ended up actually in Pilgrim's Quest. And it was kind of enough that it was like... I had to actually... I mean, eventually I said something to him. But
yeah.
Like,
which is fair enough.
Yeah, and I got a credit later, but it was like...
Yeah. I mean, you got to have a credit.
Yeah.
For you. Yeah, so, that was good. And then this is I sort of underestimated it at first. This is why I die.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the final boss sequence, so...
So, yeah. but I do speed up back up, right up to the point that, so it's like, yeah, people don't have to endure my redo.
But yeah, it was, the inspiration was the meteor spell was like, I think I was playing Legend of Tenjin and they had a meteor spell and I'm like, this isn't working quite how I think a meteor spell should work, because it would get stuck on hardness and things like that, so I had to figure out, and it would all come from the top, and I'm like, I kind of want to come at, you know, at an angle, sort of Final Fantasy style.
So the reason I end up switching to the lightning spell in a second is I got a little annoyed because like, I just used it and it only hit like 2 goblins once each.
Yeah.
And I felt a little ripped off, so I was like, yeah, no, lightning spell.
Yeah.
I do change to that in a second.
It is probably more useful.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it all depends on your luck, really. See, I sort of underestimated them. I was sort of just rushing in.
Yeah.
I guess I was thinking, oh yeah, no, I'll get a health refill before the final boss.
Yeah. I mean, you can also just like rely completely on Rob, at least until the boss.
Yeah. So that's sort of my strategy. I run around people, then when they hit, I quickly hit them, because they don't tend to hit twice in a row real fast. So.
That's the whole timing thing that Seth has in most of his attack scripts.
Yeah. And I think this is this is where I first try to bunch up the enemies before I use the lightning, because they all lock on to Dink. You'll see here. I think I get annoyed though trying to do it. Yeah, I just end up using it because they're all spread out all over the place. But I do it in a second and bunch them up a little better. Because it happens if they're locked onto you and you keep running around in a circle, they bunch up tighter and tighter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It wasn't a bad strategy to make sure they all die. They don't actually do that much damage, you know.
Yeah.
So it's only like a two damage point hit sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got annoyed with the robot because he kept missing, and I'm like, hurry up and hit someone.
Yeah. Rob misses a lot.
Yeah. So yeah, in the second time around, I'm a little bit more careful because I realised, you know, I need my health for the final.
Yeah, and I love how like
final bit.
Just populated with blood the beach becomes after you fight all these guys. And I get a little sad, like if you level up in the middle of the fight, and it's like
I got annoyed here because there's like Rob's just stuck up in the corner there. I'm just like, what a useless robot now. Yeah.
You can blame the crappy
like,
AI.
well. Yeah, so I'm just like, looks like I'm doing this solo. I'm not doing too well there. There we go. Yeah. Pumping into defense again, I think, do I?
Yep. Yeah, see, that's the thing, is like after you level up, it clears all the blood, and I'm like, oh, I liked all the carnage there.
Yeah, that's... And then, I think maybe... There we go. See, I bunched them up a little bit, a couple of them, but... They sort of just spread out as soon as I use it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I think this is the last wave, I think, before the final boss.
I think so.
Yeah. I always try to go for the hammer goblins first, because they say... Oh, yeah, see, there we go. That's...
Well, they're slower.
Yeah, and I've got, like, literally got one HP left now. So I'm still ballsy enough to run up and try and hit him.
Yeah. I think they do have a chance to drop a heart, but it's rare.
They do. I actually get one in the next. I think I get one the next time around when I don't need it.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, they always come at the worst times. I just love how they all lock onto the robot because he can't die.
Yeah. It's like, use that to your advantage.
So here we go. This is where I'm running around trying to bunch them up a little bit before I use it, and then I use the. Yeah, so get a couple of them there. And then I think that one dies.
Yeah, that should kill him probably.
Yeah, yeah. And then we're up to the last guy. What the hell happened here? And basically, this is the goblin from earlier in the game. Do you meet him earlier in the game? You do, don't you? Yeah.
Yeah,
it's been a while.
Yeah, that's correct.
It's been a while since that part. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. It's been a while between since I've played those parts.
Yeah.
So. I just love how this next bit it's kind of funny. I won't say it till it happens. Yeah, so he's just like walks off. And he's like, oh well, just like I'm just like, you son of a bitch. You know, I'm like, I could really, you know.
Yeah, and I went
just
to
like
shooting enemy here, so.
I'm just like dying of no health over here, and the robot just leaves me.
Yeah, having spells really helps on this guy.
Yeah.
You can still beat him without it, but
Yeah.
it's a lot harder.
I actually had this guy. It doesn't happen in these recordings. I had him glitch up once.
Yeah, no, he. The problem is that
And
there's a script in there that it works some of the time, but
Yeah.
he died.
Yeah, I died. Yeah, but I speeded up all the way back up to when. Yeah. Yeah, like I had him glitch up and he just got stuck on the hit frame and he just was like a statue and I just kept hitting him. Yeah. I only got it to work once and yeah, so.
Yeah. I think he eventually comes out of that.
Yeah. He did, but I pretty much got him down to nearly dead before he did, so it was.
Yeah, that was. I don't think I ever quite perfected that script because he's supposed to like do a sort of like a spinning attack.
As you can tell now from my health, I was being a little bit more careful, which is also a reason why I sped it up a little bit. So I think I actually do it this time around. But yeah, again I'm skipping, well, fast forwarding it because no one wants to see me do the same stuff over and over again. To be honest, I died I think 3 or 4 times, but I cut all those deaths out and just put the one death in, yeah. And I sped this up too because, as you can, it's not a very, I didn't make it very entertaining.
Yeah, sometimes he'll freeze like that.
Yeah, that's what happened. I didn't make it a very entertaining battle, I just kept avoiding his clubs and...
Yeah, he did the whole spinning attack, that's it.
Yeah. I think he hit me a couple of times. That glitch kept happening where the club like flies across the screen at, you know, a really fast speed.
Yeah.
And it kept hitting me. Yeah, as it did just then, yeah. But, you know, I think, who was it? Someone came up with a fix for that recently. His, script fixes. I can't remember the username now.
Oh, that's...
Yeah, they released a bunch of scripts that fixes all that timing issue with the spells and all that.
That's cool.
Yeah. Now I can't remember who did it. Yeah.
I think that might be. I think it actually might just be in HD. Like they've fixed that issue.
Oh no, they fixed it in 1.08. Someone released a bunch of scripts. It's on the.
Okay.
It was a couple of months back. Yeah. It fixes the spells never fly across the screen at really fast speeds anymore, and also there's a couple of timing things that are fixed with attacks and all that. Yeah. It's just like he added like one line in the script and it fixes it.
Neat.
Yeah. So yeah, that was the final battle. Unfortunately, I didn't make it a very entertaining one because I didn't have the stats to do it. So it's more like just I'll just strike this guy down with lightning until he dies. But that's pretty cool how there's like a big, you know, big blood pool in the middle of the beach.
Yeah. Like that.
Yeah. It would have been funny. Have the water slowly turn red.
Oh yeah, no, that would be cool, but probably more work than I'd want to put into.
Yeah, you'd have
sequence.
to like somehow cut the water out and make it a Sprite.
Yeah, no, that would. Yeah.
That is something. Yeah. Yeah. So this is the ending.
Mhm.
So yeah, that was interesting. That's an interesting Let's Play. I think people enjoyed it. Dink and Rob liberated Job Island, thus temporarily neutralizing one threat to the kingdom. But Dink knew that this was just a prelude to the trials ahead, that the real battle was yet to come. And then they've got the credits. So yeah, that's Back from the Grave for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it was interesting to actually have Yeah.
Yeah, Tal was
Yeah,
my only
it's
beta
always-
tester.
Yeah. No, I mean there wasn't many bugs, so I guess he did a good job.
Yeah, there.
Unless there wasn't many bugs to start with.
Well,
yeah.
there was like a couple that I had to like. I can't. This was actually Sphinx wrote this.
I'll hit you
Yeah.
so hard I'll kill your grandchildren.
Seriously, this is the end.
Yeah. Yeah, no, this was pretty
Yeah, and I think this was me.
Yeah, this is the bit where it says, you know,
Yeah.
puts the offer out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, half baked or
Drew Snookum.
Drew Snook. Yeah. It's always interesting to do a let's play with the D mod author, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, this was back when I was trying to collaborate again. I still work best, I think, in collaboration. It's just, it's really hard to do with somebody far away.
It is, yeah.
Like,
Yeah. I know where you're coming from with that.
yeah.
Well, Dropbox tends to make it a little bit easier.
Yeah, that would be, I mean...
I've got a few collaboration projects on at the moment, and Dropbox.
Yeah, that's
It's
pretty
really,
cool. I mean,
really good.
I would like to do something collaborative again. It's just
Yeah.
getting...
It's hard to get the motivation.
Yeah, getting motivation and get everybody on the same page and stuff like that. Oh, June 2001. God, it's so long ago. Ah.
Yeah. Oh, thanks for watching, and yeah, see you next time.
Yeah. Bye.